I am a mixed race Latina woman. We got Latino people in here? Yeah! All right, that's more than I thought. All right. All right, hello, mi gente. I'm one of you. I come from a long, proud line of teen moms. It's a tradition in my family, you know. It was started by my great-great-grandmother back in 1993. That's how we do it. That's how it's done. My mom was so scared that I was going to continue the cycle, you know? So when I was a teenager, she was very strict. Like, my doctor wanted to give me the HPV vaccine, and my mom said, why? So my 14-year-old daughter can be a slut. And now her 30-year-old daughter is a slut with HPV. I should have gotten that vaccine. You know? It's too late for me. It's too late. I'm just playing. I don't have HPV. I'm just being silly, you know? Just being silly. I have to clarify now, because one time after a show, this cute guy started chatting me up, and he was like, it's so cool that we both have HPV. So I'm clean, if there's any baddies in here. I'm clean. I love living in San Francisco. I grew up in a small town. There wasn't a lot of Latino influence. There was only one Mexican restaurant in the entire town, and it was called Taco John's. And I'm gonna sing for you guys the real jingle for Taco John's. I swear to God, it goes like this. There's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John's. It's the real song. That's a crazy song. It's a crazy song, because you could not say those lyrics outside of the jingle. You know what I mean? Yeah, can you imagine, like, someone gets on television and they just say with no music, there's a whole lot of Mexican going on. You know? Like, that guy would be elected president, okay? You can't just say that. I love being Latina, though. Latino people, they're very superstitious. My family, they believe a lot of crazy shit. They think I am a witch, and they call me La Bruja. And my mom was dating this guy, and I was like, Mom, this isn't gonna work out, you know? And then they broke up a month later, and my grandma was like, La Bruja! She knew. And I was like, Abuela, no, I'm not La Bruja. He's La Meth Addict. I don't have powers. He stole our TV. I saw him do it. My mom, she's not dating that guy anymore. She's back in the streets, and she's very picky, you know? Like, she'll dump a guy for no reason. Like, she invited this guy over for a movie night. He brought over a bag of popcorn. At the end of the date, he took the popcorn home with him. And she dumped him immediately. And I was like, Mom, like, what happened? That guy seemed nice, you know? She was like, I will not date someone who's so inconsiderate that they would not leave their snacks. You know, which I thought was a weird line for her to draw, because my dad hit her. Like, where are all these little rules coming from? You know what I mean? That was a little dark, huh? That was a little dark. That was a little dark. You know? No, you know that it's a little touchy joke. I did when I ran that joke. I ran that joke with my mom. I told her. I ran that joke with my mom, and I was like, Mom, what do you think? And she was like, I don't know, Ashley. I don't think people are gonna want to hear about me getting hit. And I was like, Mom, if you don't shut the fuck That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. No, I'm kidding. I am kidding. I love my mom. I love my mom. My mom, she's an overprotective lady. She recently bought me a Taser, and she calls me every day to make sure I'm using it. You know, I don't know. I feel silly walking down the street with a Taser in my hand. You know, like it feels like being a man on a first date with a condom. You know, or like someone sees me with it and they're like, okay. You thought you were gonna have to use that tonight? Whoa. And then I'm like, I mean, I would prefer not to. I've been on a lot of dates like that. My best friend in the whole world, he's a short man. He's a little guy. The other night, he was like, do you want me to walk you to your car? And I was like, that's okay. My mom got me this Taser, you know? And he was like, oh, you feel safer with that Taser than you do with me? And he's saying all this like from down here, you know? And I was like, yeah, dude. If some shit goes down, how are you gonna defend yourself? I don't have 2 Tasers. He hates that joke. I don't know if you guys have gotten this read off of me yet, but I'm a very sensitive lady, very emotional. I get attached very quickly after sex, you know? I know, I try to act like I don't. You know, I'll hook up with a guy and afterwards I'll be like, that was fucking sick, dude. You wanna fucking hold me, bro? It's a hard life. I got attached to the last guy that I hooked up with, and he is my boyfriend now. I checked him, I got him, and we are having problems. You know, because I don't know. I'm affectionate. I like to hear I love you. He has a hard time verbalizing his feelings, which I think is normal for men, right? See, he didn't say anything. That's the other thing. I don't know, but my boyfriend's trying though. Here's how he told me he loved me the other day. He sent me a meme, and it said, ladies, if your man tells you when he shits, no doubt, he's in love with you. And then a follow-up text, I'm shitting right now. What do you guys think? True love? We're gonna make it? True love? True love? Yeah, hell yeah. Do we like him? Yeah, we broke up. We broke up. I don't know. We had to break up. I broke up with him because he wanted to sleep with other women. I like him. You watch out for him. He's trouble. No, he wanted to sleep with other women, and I tried to compromise. You know, I was like, well, let's open the relationship. How do you feel about me sleeping with other men? And he was like, you don't have to do it just because I'm doing it. You know, this man really tried to hit me with, if I jumped off a bridge, would you? And if there are people to fuck at the bottom, yeah, whoa! I'm jumping. I ignored a lot of red flags in that relationship. For example, he was a sword guy. He had a lot of swords. I know, a sword guy. He also owned a gun. I just know that if something were to happen, he'd grab a sword first, you know? Kind of guy he was. He also was a 36-year-old man who only had one towel. And it was the same towel that he had been using for 17 years. You know? Which in hindsight really breaks my heart. Because clearly he was capable of commitment, you know? It hurts. It hurts. Yeah, but I'm putting myself out there. I'm back in the streets, I'm back in the streets. I'm hooking up with this guy right now, and he really likes to be called daddy in bed, which is my first time with this, And I was like, all right, you just want me to call you daddy? I can do that. But then he was like, you've been a bad girl, and daddy needs to punish you. And I was like, whoa. I didn't know there was gonna be a plot. And I'm the villain, I like that. He likes to boss me around. That's part of the kink, which I'm okay with until the second I'm inconvenienced. The other day he texted me. He was like, buy some lingerie. Daddy likes red. And I was like, is daddy gonna raise my allowance or? It's expensive. It's also complicated because he's a friend and we're in the same friend group. So we gotta keep it a secret, But the other night we were all out and I guess we were sitting like a little too close to each other and somebody was like, are you two hooking up? And he was like, and I was like, Dad, you're embarrassing me, stop!
Tiny pony.